we want to make sure that graduation is attainable for you. Now, yes, you want to graduate, you got to do your work. You got to pass your classes. You got to get the right grades. But I want you to understand that because you are a champion, that there are other elements that you need to understand in order for you to get to the levels that you want to get to. And of course, some of them we talked about. So here, I want to go over them. Number one, I need you to face your fears. What are you afraid of? I know that test is hard. I know that those exams are challenging. I know that you have to pass a particular course that's not the subject that you like or that you're familiar with. But you have to understand that if you can face what you are afraid of and you can push past it, you will find a way to succeed. You will find. Now, yeah, you may have to get help. You may have to get resources. You may have to connect with Miss Purnell and Miss Taylor and others who are at your school to get you the help you need. But see, when you are afraid, you don't show up. When you are afraid, you say, I'm not coming back to that school. When you're afraid, you say, I'm not going back to that class. If you could face what you are afraid of and say, although I may be afraid, I might have a fear, I'm going into that class anyway. I'm going to study for this exam anyway. I'm going to put in the time to make sure that I achieve my goals because I believe that my destiny is here in my power to be able to accomplish things. Here's another thing I want you to know. Use your imagination to visualize your success. What do I mean by that? I mean that you can become whatever it is that you can visualize. If you can imagine it, it can happen. You know, one of the things that I am just so happy about, especially for the young ladies, seeing a woman, a black woman especially, standing in the role of vice president of the United States. See, the only way that you can become a vice president is that you had to see it for yourself. The only way you can become a CEO of a company as an African American, whether you're male or female, is that you need to see it for yourself. The only way that you can be a president of the United States, you had to see a black man by the name of Barack Obama stand there and he said that if I can do it, you can do it too. But you have to imagine and visualize yourself being in a place and being in a position, because the only way something can happen is that you have to see it in your mind first. If you see it in your mind, then you can become it, because there's nothing that will happen in our everyday living in life until it first manifests itself within the visual imagination that we have. So I need for you to imagine and visualize your success and see yourself as a champion. See yourself as a winner. See yourself defeating giants, and you can. Here's the next thing I want you to do. Write down your dreams and goals. There's nothing that's going to happen in your life unless you write it down. I want you to go home, or if you're home now or wherever you are, begin to write your goals down. Begin to write your dreams down. Put them in the whatever notebook you use or journal. Put them on a poster board. Put them on your wall. Whatever you have, write every single dream and every single goal you have. Put it somewhere so every day you can see it. And when you see it, you're going to say, that's me. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to become. Why? Because I've written down my dreams and my goals. Here's another thing. Have total confidence in yourself. The only person that can keep you from being the champion you are is you. The reason why David beat Goliath is because he believed in himself. He had confidence that although he was facing this giant obstacle, he could win. I believe in me, and I want you to believe in you. Believe that you can. Believe that there's nothing beyond your ability. Believe that you have the capability and the capacity to do whatever you envision yourself becoming. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to read more books. You're never going to be the intelligent person that you are unless you read more books. Now, sometimes somebody offers you books that you don't like. Well, don't fret over it. Read the books that you do like. Because as long as you're reading, you're expanding your mind, you're expanding your thoughts and your education. See how other people write. See how other people talk. Patting yourself after excellence. But you have to read more about Black history, read more about great Black, success. That's the only way. And don't just do it. I don't know whether, I know we got a couple of males, but don't just read about athletes. Read about, or rappers or anything like that. Read about entrepreneurs. Read about tech people. Read about a guy like a David Stewart. David Stewart is an African-American man, the number 3 or number 2 African-American in terms of wealth in America, valued at $3 billion. He owns worldwide technology. How does an African-American become worth $3 billion in a tech company? When they told him that Black people don't belong in technology, and he said, yes, they do. And I'm going to show you, because he was determined. That was his field of expertise and his field that he wanted to go in. And today, David L. Stewart is valued at $3 billion. Why? Because he read more books. Here's another thing, and I'm getting ready to close. I want you to celebrate every success. You know, when I was coming through school, and I have a lot of school under my belt, if I got an A in class, I would immediately go and celebrate. I mean, I literally throw myself a party. You know, I got the music, celebrate good times. I just celebrate it. If I passed the class, I would celebrate it. When I graduated and I got a degree, I would celebrate. And the reason why I would celebrate, I didn't wait until I achieved the highest, like the graduation, because remember I said if I passed the class, I celebrated. If I, moved on to the next grade or whatever, I celebrated. Here's why I want you to celebrate. Because whatever you celebrate, you are likely to repeat. Let me say that again. Whatever you celebrate, you are likely to repeat. Why? Because when you celebrate something, you get a joy, you get excitement. You like how it feels. You like how it feels because of why you're celebrating. You're celebrating because you got the A. It feels good. I'm going to celebrate. And because I like that feeling, I want to do it again. So I want to go after that A again. I want to pass that class again. I want to not only go from middle school to high school, but I want to go from high school to college. And then I want to earn a college degree. I'm not going to stop there because I like how it feels when I achieve great goals and I celebrate. I'm going to go get a master's degree, and prayerfully, you'll go all the way up to earn a doctorate degree. But I want to say something else as I close. I realize that education, in terms of books and school, it may not always be for everyone. But here's what I want you to say. But you still have to find a way to educate yourself in whatever it is that you feel that you are best at. So don't underestimate the fact that your job is to educate your mind and to grow your mind and expand your mind. You are a champion. You are a winner. And because you are a champion, some will try to convince you that success is not for you, but you are a champion, you are a winner. And I just want to say that you can win no matter what you put your mind to. You are a winner and you are a champion. And I want to thank you for having me today.